Alright, how are you doing, YouTube? This is Charles here, and sorry, I'm listening to Aesthetic Perfection on Amazon in the background. The main thing is, what I've got in front of me are 3 different colors of the Swedish Army LK-35 backpacks. What's kind of interesting about these, there's 3 different manufacturers. Now, whether or not they're actually made by different manufacturers, I can't tell you because I don't know enough information. But I'll tell you here, on the left it's stamped as Häggglöfs, and in the middle here we have 88888 as the manufacturer, and on here it's stamped as FRAB. So I'll be showing you these on the video. So let's start first with the one on the right, possibly the lightest color that's here. So if we take a look at this, you can see inside, this has a stamp inside for Häggglöfs. So give me a second. Sorry, I didn't prepare. What do you expect from me? I just had brain surgery 3.5 years ago. If you take a look inside, you can see that stamp says 1983 and Häggglöfs. So it might not be very visible to you. I'm trying to do the best I can. Okay. On this medium green color, as my supplier told me, you can see here we've got a stamp. We've got the three crowns. And this is from 1990. And then, I'm trying to show you, 8888. Alright, now on this left one, I'm trying to show you once again. We have the 3 crowns. If I get the lighting right. Obviously, I'm not a professional as far as editing and things like that, so I apologize for that. If you're interested in this stuff, you might want to take a look. If not, turn it off now. Anyway, what it says on here is the 3 crowns, and it says FRAB for the manufacturer. Now these things are very similar in size. So let's take a look here. So on the right and the left, these seem to be about the same size. On this one in the middle that was made later, seems slightly bigger. So maybe you've looked at McHugh Bushcrafter, and he talks about a 50-liter pack. Maybe he's talking about this one. So let's do some measurements really quick. So if I go from seam to seam right here, we're looking at 17.5 inches for the length. Now, if we take a look at the one on the left, it's also about 17.5. Now I don't have this thing straightened because I can't hold the measuring tape and manipulate these at the same time. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So this is the one that I said was larger. So now we're looking at the length of about 18, maybe 18.5 inches length. So let's go about the depth. So if I turn this, I'm an idiot. So I just turned it so you can't see anything, right? I never said I was smart. So let's measure down on the bottom. So we're looking at 6 inches deep on this. So let's try to take a look at this other one while I try to manage it. I never said I prepared for all of this. So thanks for hanging on with me this long. So we got 6 inches depth on the bottom seam. On the one in the middle, now of course I should have probably put some pillows or something in here. Make this a little quicker for you. But if you see my videos, you know that I don't prepare and I don't edit, blah blah blah. So, golly, I'm trying to show you the depth on the bottom here, about 6.5 inches, and it's not showing on this. Let's go to the top seam. Since I'm already on this, I'm going to keep it here. So on the top, I'm measuring 8 inches. Now you don't see that because I haven't pulled that left over. And we're looking at 7.5 inches on the seam on the darker one. And on the Haycloth, the lighter one, we're looking at 7.5 inches once again. So you can do your own math, but this newer one from 1990 appears to be slightly larger. The one on the right and the one on the left appear to be the same dimensions, you know, for length, depth on the bottom and the top. Possibly this is the one that McHugh Bushcraft is talking about. The main difference between all of these three would be that the one on the right here, the lighter one, is made out of canvas. The left two appear to be made out of polyester. Also, the two on the left appear to be coated by a polyurethane or some other kind of waterproofing coating, and that goes entirely through each bag on the two on the left. So you can see here, so they didn't coat it on the pocket. I guess they did on the inside of the pockets. But if you take a look on the one on the right here from Haycloth, this one has a like a rubberized coating just on the middle of the top to help prevent water from going inside of it. Both of these have a coating all the way through on each bed. Now as far as the finish on these, you can see here this one kind of has a satin finish on it, so it's slightly shiny, versus on both of these appear to have a gloss finish on both of these. All three of them have the holding for a axe or a shovel. Now, since I don't know who really made this or who made this, I don't know who the manufacturer is. I know that this is Hägglofs from Sweden. Let's see, let's look at a couple different differences. If you take a look here, this has more of a green color on it, as well as the darker one on the left appears to have the same color. Now on the one in the middle, they seem to be a little more darker or a black color versus the ones on the end. So I just wanted to show you a couple different things here. Now the dimensions on the back appear to be the same on all of these for the frame, and more importantly for the straps. Now you can see we've got the three crowns on all three of these versions of it. The frame is the same dimension. It looks like it's probably a nylon, but I'm not a chemist, so I don't know, if they changed the materials of this, but it appears to me to be nylon, both on the strapping on all of these, with a polyester on the left, the right, and then a cotton on the one on the far right. Anyway, thanks a lot for sticking through this entire video. If you guys have questions for me, just post them on there and I will try to answer them as soon as I can. I do work. I also sell these things on eBay, but that's like a part-time thing. So have a great day. Thank you.